Alright, chums, right everybody, today we're going to be playing Arma 2, and I last played it about 6 years ago, and I didn't like it at all. Got shot, got frustrated, it was just a nightmare in general. I didn't like the mouse look, didn't really follow the story, I think I couldn't even do the first mission really. I'm going to give it a second chance, and hopefully, absolutely love it, and if not, do a massive rant video about it. So here we are, about to launch the game. And it's from 2010, so don't expect the world's best graphics. I'm going to see what it's all about. Right, so first things first, we're going to single player mode. I'm going to go to the campaign, and I want Harvest Red, and I'm going to go on the very start of the mission. So basically, I'm going to choose Veteran difficulty, go right in from the start, and see what it's good for. Now I think there's a little training mission we've got to do as well, but we're going to see. Could be entirely wrong, could be just chatting rubbish. That was the sound of some snooker balls being hit together for some reason. There it is again, some snooker balls. Why I was in the game I don't know. And that's not me, that's Billy, and that's my shoulder. Here we are in the Cherno Russian Defence Forces outpost, and the shadows are a bit weird, and it's also very loud, so let's turn it down.
Cannot fire.
Cannot fire. Yep. Great choice of example sound there. When you click on the continue button, it restarts the entire level, so just a warning, get your sound sorted first before you go into the game. Right, so here I am. I'm with my mates, and they're all, shooting something that I can't see. Could be a mole, could be a vole, could be a rabbit. My finger's a bit twitchy, and he's just been killed by an unknown object, possibly a fly. And there's a plane flying over. Always nice to see that. And I think we're behind this wall. And here's my mate, here's Joe. Joe's been shot, so Joe's dead. So Billy and Joe are dead, and I'm behind this wall with low resolution textures. What can I do? I can zoom in, I can hear explosions, and I can look at a tyre, and that tyre's got no shadow, neither does he. So straight away the lighting seems to be a little bit shit. And also, this guy's eye has got a mind of its own. He's been possessed by the devil. Lovely. Now what he's got is a gun with a scope. So what's in white is what he's got. What's in green is what I've got. I like his gun with a scope, so I'm going to take that. I've been shelled. Won't be using that gun anytime soon. Now, you may be wondering, what did I do wrong there? The answer is nothing. It was all a dream.
Hey, wake up, Coops. Jeez, pay attention.
Sorry, I was daydreaming.
So you play as Cooper, first name unknown, and here you are on an aircraft carrier. Now for some reason, I can see on my own shoulder again, but also, on the back of those people in front of me, you're going to see in a second, they've got a really weird glow. And you can go in third person as well, so you can see behind the people's trousers. For some reason, these people are glowing. Why? Why are they glowing? I don't know. He's sat down. That's a chopper. And that's a boat. So you're on a boat. Love it. Here's Billy Big Bollocks, and there's some low resolution textures on those crates. Not very accurate, not very well detailed are those textures. Shadows are a bit weird. I don't know why they're so terrible. And we've got a new mission. Follow Shafto. I'm a busy man, so I ignore that order. I run over here a little bit, and I decide, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to hit the deck, I'm going to go prone. There we go. My name's Cooper, and I'm prone. And they all love it. Now they don't do any remarks, they don't say, Cooper, get off the floor you silly sausage. They just let you stay on the floor. And at this point, subtitles have stopped being a thing. So if you're deaf, I don't know what you've got to do at this point. Maybe use whatever Windows offers or Mac. because the game just doesn't do subtitles anymore. That's it. Now, coming over here, there's a helicopter. Can you get in? No, you can't. But you can autosave, which is always fantastic. That sound was absolutely terrible.
Gentlemen,
It's like I'm playing Half-Life 1.
Miles, you and I will go over this in detail later, but I want to sketch it out with your
We're not in an helicopter at all,
Okay, roll the
but
slide.
instead we get teleported to this
The whole damn
seat.
country is in chaos,
And in this
boys.
room,
It was hoped the end
the
of
lighting
presence
is
would deter an
atrocious.
all-out war.
That light
Shipped
is
out
clearly
situations
on
had
full
actually gone
blast.
downhill.
Why is
Now
it so
facing
dark?
balls-out conventional
Why has
civil
nobody got a
warfare
shadow?
listen up. An estimated 12,000
Are those real
strong force
doors?
of the
So I skip forwards a little bit because I got tired of that conversation. And again, no one has gained a shadow. And if you zoom into that light, it looks different. Why? Why is this a thing?
Miles. Don't worry. We'll keep ourselves busy.
Now, I try to escape this god-awful place, and it saves the game again. Fantastic. In addition, I've got a new task to practice skeet. Love it. My favourite activity, that, practising skeet. Now, let's leave this place. So I turn left, and I think, you know what? I could go somewhere else, I reckon. Turns out I can't, because look, that right there is a fake door, right? Fake door. And that right there is a fake TV. That reflection is not what is in this room. There are no trees in this room. There's no yellowish texture on the floor. There's no forest skyline. And, right, there's no shadow on that television either. So what is going on here? In addition, that texture is like a sky. I'm not in an open world scenario. So why is the reflection just so wrong? Why? Did nobody test this part of the game? Anyway, finally I leave. There's a box in my way. Now, did you know, if you go prone, you actually lose 90% of your width. You can fit through really small gaps. So I go prone and I go over here. And I think, right, I can explore this area. It's going to be fantastic. Turns out you can't run back, so I'm stuck over here, so I go prone. 2 fake doors, 1 fake ladder, right? Not an happy man at this point. Again, fake door, fake door, fake door. Nice one. We go over here for absolutely no reason at all, and here's that chopper again. Cooper gets stuck on an invisible wall, so I reckon the collision model is just completely naff. I reckon it's based on what the propellers are, where they are, and from the propeller there's like a circle around it, and it just goes down to the Earth's core. Anything below the propeller blades is inaccessible, unless you're like, you know, a stray atom or molecule. I can't fit. It's a miserable wall. You can't go down here either, which I thought would be nice. So I decide, forget it, I'm going to go all the way back. I go back and I go prone for God knows what reason. And again, these geezers are all just sat here in the room chilling. That's another fake door, that. And again, another fake door. So straight away, if you like fake doors, maybe you should get Arma 2. This fake door has even got a fake switch. Look at that. You love to see it. Now, they're going to wait in here forever. They will never leave this room. Believe it or not, they'll be here forever with no food, no drink, just waiting. Maybe they should get off their ass and, you know, go and do some squats or join the battle. They just sit here forever their entire life. So I leave and I turn right, and this geezer here, he even look at you when you talk to
Really?
him.
Why is that?
Sorry, the flight control center is in lockdown for the invasion. Feel free to head on to the
Gee,
deck, Sarge.
thanks, Mike. Now, obstacle course here. So you vault over this, and what I noticed was, one, when you rotate, your entire body moves, or rotates. Not just your hips, but your entire physical being. And when you vault over this, your feet go through the objects next to it. Why? Why is this a thing? Also, I've got no shadow. My graphics are on max, by the way, so they're not a thing back then. Obstacle course time. So I enjoy this part greatly. Obstacle is misspelt at the top right. Obstalker. Nice one. And we go through, I stand up, I complete the obstacle course. There's a bunch of chads here exercising, having a great time. Yep. They're going to be exercising forever, by the way.
Mind if I get a
And
little
this
practice
geezer
here?
is in
Not at
charge
all,
of
sir.
range shooting.
Just take the rifle and step into the yellow area here on the
He don't look at you either when you talk to him. Absolute ignorance. Or professionalism.
Hello, Sergeant.
Could be one
Mind
of
if I
the
get a little
two.
practice here?
Not at all, sir. Just
This
take the rifle
conversation is
and
about
step
as interesting
into
as
the
a
yellow
pile of
area
shit.
here on the floor.
It's not interesting at all. It repeats itself. And for some reason, his little cup of peas has got no shadows on it either. However, if you get closer, a shadow appears. Why? Why is this a thing? Did nobody test this part of the game?
I'll try the extreme setting.
Extreme, huh? Damn. You are
It's time to show you all
responsible.
how great of a
Really
shot
think
I
you're
am.
ready? Single
I'm on
targets
expert
will
mode
pop
here.
up in a random
Hopefully,
order.
I'll hit them all and they'll
Every
love me
third
for it.
cycle, 2 targets pop up at once. Clear? Hit as many as possible.
Yep, I'm ready.
Ready?
I'm ready,
Go,
Alexander.
Go, go.
Watch this. Oh, my gun wasn't even out.
Shit.
Wasn't ready.
Missed. Yes.
So I enjoy this.
Where are you
It's not the
shooting?
crosshair you might see in,
Nice.
Counter-Strike or Rainbow Six. It's a
Yes.
weird little V-shaped object.
Good shot.
But it's fine, I don't mind it, I don't mind the shooting.
Good
No problems
shot.
at all.
You miss. Good shot. Yes. Double. You miss. You miss. Sorry. Training's over. You
So I
lose.
enjoyed that, but again it
What
says you
happens if
lose and
want
not
to
you
go again or
lose.
try something else?
And you can go again if you wanted to. Personally, I'd rather hit my own foot, so I don't do that. And you can shoot him, but let's not shoot him. He's alright. This geezer here is in charge of skeet shooting, and for some reason, he looks at that green container every few seconds. Don't look at the character, he just looks at the green container. Why? Why has someone programmed this? While loop. While true, look to the left, sleep 5 seconds. Why has this been coded? If you look here, his shadows are so weird. That chair keeps coming in and out of like existence, its shadow at least. And in his hand, it's like a meat cleaver. But it's not actually a
I'd
meat
like to
cleaver
take
in
out
his
some
hand.
birds.
So that was just
No
plain
problem,
weird.
sir. Grab a shotgun. stand in the
Eventually I'll
yellow
say,
area,
yeah, let's
and
go.
just give me the pull
Let's
signal.
shoot some skeet. Get ready. You're going to
Pull
like
me a
this
few
line.
skeets.
Yes, sir. You know
Pull
what
me
to
a
do.
few skeets.
Pull me a few skeets.
Yes, sir. You know what to do.
Pull me a few skeets.
Yes,
Absolutely
sir. You know what
brilliant.
to do.
The pinnacle of gaming in the
Pull me a
21st
few
century.
skeets.
Yes, sir. You know what to do.
I actually don't mind this bit. However, I go over here and I find some barbed wire, apparently, and a wheel that's half baked into the aircraft carrier floor. Why? Get my shotgun out and it's time to start shooting these skeet or these clays. Could be the same thing. I don't know. And then shoot him. So we end up back over here and I've got an objective. And it's to basically go to some geezer called Maddox. So I run around a little bit
Hey,
and I
Coops,
find
what's
him.
up?
Hey, Maddox. What's the
Watch this.
Shafto tells me I've got the pleasure of your company for the flight.
Of all the
word? Is that
people,
right?
So I hear.
this guy is
Only a few
really
hours
special.
Now, huh? You nervous?
Look at
I'm
that.
shitting it.
He turned to
Wanna
face
hang here
me.
and shoot the
And he
breeze,
even
son? Your
rotates
team cool with
when
that?
you move around him. Wow. Why can't everyone on this aircraft carrier do the same thing? Why is Maddox so special? And yes, you can go behind him and look at his trousers from the back because it's a third person camera. Oh, why not? There you go. So what happens is, right, we get on this helicopter. And on this helicopter, it's absolutely pitch black, as you might expect. You can't see a thing. However, what we've got is a little friend in our back pocket. It's called night vision goggles. And as you'd expect, it is accessible by accessing the key to the right of the letter B to the left of the letter M, also known as M. Flying around, having a great time, and it's pretty dark, but not too dark for night vision. And people are saying we're going to get there in 3 minutes, which is completely fine. What happens is, they're meant to tell us exactly what you need for the
They
mission.
won't even know we're here.
We'll see if they do.
Great. Thanks, Maddox. Okay, you've all had time
Nah,
to go
no
over that
questions.
briefing by now. Any
Nope.
questions?
Just
What's
land.
the terrain like down there, sir?
Sights?
So if you want to roleplay, right, you could really care about what they're saying, but I don't really care.
Nothing so far. We should be on a clear route in. Remember, we're keeping this under wraps for now.
So under
The longer
wraps,
we can stay
nice and
unseen, the
stealthy,
better.
right?
When we get to Pusta, I want tight radio discipline. Remember your battle drills. Stay calm.
Remember that.
This
Stay
is a
calm.
backwater, and these guys aren't expecting company. Let's keep the initiative. Now, which of you lucky mules do I get to lug the laser designator?
Not me.
So this laser detonator is a really important scene because they're basically saying you're going to need this piece of equipment
That's
to do the
exactly why
mission.
you're not getting it, Robo.
Really,
Coops,
really
you've got
important.
the duty. Grab the
And I'm
designator from the
Coops,
store there.
so I have to grab a detonator. So I grab the detonator, right, and grab it. Definitely grabbed it, 100% in my inventory. And it weighs a ton, but that's okay. I guess we're going to be walking around when we actually get it out.
Okay, guys, 1 minute.
And we're ready for landing.
Buckle up, ladies. Randy, you, Rodriguez,
That guy, the
and
weird
O'Hara
finger
are on the
again.
perimeter when the bird's down.
It's
I
just
wanna go over
a
this one
recurring
more time
theme
with
of
Coops on the
weird
ground.
fingers and weird shadows in this game. And I hope you all heard that. They said, sir, 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 and yet Cooper said, hey. Why is a mystery. And here we are on the Great Island. And we're about to do some recon work for a radio station. Got my night vision on, looking around. Can't see my friends anymore, don't know where they've gone. The objective marker's also vanished, much to my dismay. I don't know where I'm going. And I've got a compass. And that compass isn't really that useful, but I'm guessing it's somewhere in this direction. Again, there's no real clear objective marker at this point. So we travel down here, on foot, in the open, completely exposed. And my friend's doing the same thing, they're just walking around. They've got the guns by the side, just chilling, happy as can be. Yep, there's some nice trees around here, love it. Just standing around, doing nothing. Figuring out where to go. Yep, truly fascinating. He's just stood there. And as you approach this geezer, it auto-saves. What you can do is talk to him about the weather. I decide not to do that. Maybe it'll be useful. Maybe he can figure out if it'll be stormy or not and it'll affect the game.
What the hell? Think you can extract them?
Now what happens here is quite comical. I basically went to the toilet for about 10 minutes, and by the time I got back, all of my mates were fighting somewhere, having a great time, engaging in actual battles, while I was just on the toilet. And there's a question that I was asked if I could help with something. By the time I get back though, I've no idea what the question was, so... My friends are engaging an enemy officer, which is great. And I just decided, yeah, why not? Sure. Yes.
I can do it nice.
Yep, I'll help, yep. And meanwhile, they're just killing everyone.
Good luck.
Copy. Thanks.
So I've got a task which is to save a female prisoner. And it's probably in this direction. But you can't be sure at this stage. There's no objective marker that I know of, so... I guess I'll just walk forwards then walk backwards. I decided to just run down here, see what's up. There was a nice little car that I went past. There's no prisoner in that car. Map's dog shit useless. I don't know how to interpret that. It's probably useful, but this is 2022. Can I read a map? No. Can I change a car tyre? No. Am I a boomer? No. So we run around here.
Miles, this is Cooper. I've got eyes on the target.
I've got eyes on the target apparently. Now I couldn't see that for shit. It's behind some trees, it's behind some wall, it's behind a building. But apparently Cooper saw it. So I'm guessing the female prisoner's round here somewhere.
Surrounded by other buildings. The airstrike will blow half the village up. We could lose a lot of civilians. Over.
I hear you, Cooper. It's Battle Mage's call. Wait out. Battle Mage, this is Razor Team.
Now Cooper gives them all a nice warning, saying you can't really blow it up because it'll blow up all the neighbouring villages. Neighbouring buildings, villages, cities, planets, all gone basically. So we decide we gotta do some reconnaissance work and maybe do a little stealth mission.
Heads up, Razor. Coops, any of you guys able to sneak in or even kill the guards and then plant satchels?
That's me.
Copy that, Miles. We'll do it.
Okay, Coops, I trust you. Stand by. Battle Mage, this
So I've signed up, which is good. I like how there are optional missions you can do. You don't have to do everything. You could in theory just do the main mission, then bugger off. Just leave everyone to rot. Female prisoners, war crimes, hostages you may meet. You can probably just not do anything if you wanted to, just abandon it. So I've got a new mission now. Plant the satchel charges and then detonate them. So we can't just plant them and just leave the island, unfortunately. We do have to actually detonate them. Again, my friends are all engaging in battles. You can hear them. Contact, target that rifleman. 092115, enemy man. Yeah, where? Probably at that coordinate, but I don't know how to interpret that. I'm running around here. Find a little dog kennel. There's no dog inside, there's no female prisoner, there's nothing really of use. Have a little check behind the building, see if anyone's there. I see a little well. There's nobody by the well, nobody in the well. You can't use the well, it's just a well. So you mooch around there. And again, I'm ready for combat at all times. I've got my trigger finger ready, got my crosshair out, got my gun out, got my bullets ready. I'm just ready for action. Now, you probably didn't hear that, but a bullet just flew by. And so it's all kicking off now. And I think this guy knows where he's going. So I'll follow him. He looks quite serious, he's a marksman. He's got a little bandana on, night vision goggles, and a sniper rifle, I assume, and he thinks there's an enemy somewhere in these trees. He's very exposed, but let's follow him. So he goes prone, right, and he definitely thinks there's an enemy over in this area. 100% enemy over here, okay? Fine, you're the expert. There's another grid coordinate, enemy man. Right, you must know where he's going. Look at that, he's gone prone. Is anybody around? Nobody. So I abandon him, he obviously don't know what he's talking about, he's just a fool. And I go and find this weird building, and I think he might be where the hostage is being held. There's a little table with, I presume, a cooker and a chair. The peak of decor. And I can't see any enemies, but I'm ready. I'm going around every corner with my gun out, as you can see. And I come out of here, and what do I see? I see a man in a doctor's suit. He don't talk to me. He looks at the corpses, and then he looks at me. He looks a bit guilty. You know, did he kill these guys? Did he garrot them? Did he inject them with something? He just stands there forever. Now you can loot the corpses if you wanted to. And remember, what's in green is what I currently have, and what's in white is what they have. So you can loot the bodies. I basically press the middle mouse button and go through the options. And one of the options is stick out the gear. As you can see, he's got an AKM. He's also got some ammunition. And I've got night vision goggles because it's in green. So I leave that place, and I can't really help out that guy or talk to him. I'm running around here, and I'm in search of a place to plant the satchel charges. And what I notice is that when you press the escape key, it actually gives you a nav marker again, so you can see where to go. I don't know why I've got to press escape every 5 seconds for it to remain on the screen, but I do. So I'm literally pressing escape every 5 seconds or so. And I think it's from underneath this vehicle you've got to plant it. Now, I press the middle mouse button here to use the action. And it's to climb the ladder. And as you can see, you go beyond the actual ladder. So you can stand on the roof, have a little party. You need to plant the charge underneath this vehicle, not on the roof. So I go over there, and I'm used to pressing the middle mouse button, because that's where I can see my available actions. I don't have any available actions. I've just got my normal weapons. And I'm pressing the key to go through my weapons, and the satchel charge never appears. Look at my inventory. Do you see a satchel charge? I do not have a satchel charge. Did they tell me on the helicopter I need a satchel charge? No. No, they didn't. So how was I supposed to know that I need a satchel charge? And so begins my journey to go and find a satchel charge. The only clue that I have is this marker on my screen, 300 meters away over in the distance. So I try to run there as fast as I can. Now as I'm advancing, I think, okay, he's got a satchel charge, I'll just use that action, see what it does. And look, there you go, touch off one bomb, it blows up. So either he had the satchel charge or I did. Either way, we're now both dead. So what happened is, I basically quit the game and went away for 2 weeks. I also gave it a terrible review, made this video and said I'm never going to play it again. But then I came back. I came back with the sole purpose of completing the mission. And I checked, I've definitely got the satchel charges.
Good contours. Should keep us off the radar. They won't even
As you can see, the satchel charges are now here and in green letters, so I must have the satchel charges. And I know where to go this time. I know if I press escape every 5 seconds, I can have a good idea of where to actually go. And it's somewhere around here. Now remember, behind this wall is where we actually noticed the doctor and his captors.
Miles, I got some kind of hostage being held.
So I blast these guys and think, okay, I'm a hero. But if you look in the distance, I've been shot, we got a man down. And actually, I said on the radio I've got no time to help the doctor. But then I called for a medic. So that's a nice feature. If you get shot, you're not necessarily dead. But I decided to go to a previous save because I wanted to actually save the doctor. On the dialogue option, I said, nah, I've got no time for helping this guy. So we go back in, and the intention here is to both save the doctor, kill the enemies, and to be an absolute legend of the area.
Miles, I got some kind of hostage being held here.
Copy. What's the situation?
So as you can see, I take out those 3 guys, and I say, yep, I'll help.
Do it nice and quiet.
Okay, that's a go. As long as your other objectives are met. Good luck.
So I like that the objectives are optional, and I've got a current task now to save that prisoner that I've just seen. And I've killed 3 enemies, and the other person is just, I think they've surrendered. So there's a lot of dialogue here, you can actually talk to the doctor. So you see how the dialogue there is in white, and then it changes to grey. Now I believe this is because I've basically gone away from him, and now we're talking over a radio. Now you can choose to escort him like I've done, and there's a guy around here shooting me, and I get injured. This could be the end. For some reason though, I get up and I go start shooting. I'm not entirely sure how I got up, but I did. However, I'm currently trying to change weapon because I'm stuck with this rifle out with no means to reload it. It's as though I've been injured, but not fatally.
Clear.
Again, the doctor's just sat down at this point. What can I do? I can call for help repeatedly. That's always a good idea. So the area must not be clear. I run inside this building and I think that was an enemy, because their uniform didn't quite look like that of my friends or myself. And I'm basically hiding in this building, repeatedly calling out for support, unable to reload, so I'm literally a sitting duck. I say literally, I'm not actually a duck. And I decide that guy probably died, so I can run over and visit my medic. So here's the medic, and he decides to be a responsible gentleman and clear the area first.
Should be safe now.
He thinks it's clear, and basically he dominates me, pushes me to the floor, rolls me over, and gets his healing hands out. And there was a very intimate scene here.
Okay, Doctor.
And that's it. He rolls me over. I don't even say anything. I don't say, oh, thank you. I just say, ready. And now I've got the task of escorting the doctor. Basically, he ran from where he just was all the way over to me. And what you can't do is do another quick save, because the save button's greyed out. So now I've got this perilous mission to run 300 meters away with the doctor in enemy lands while my team keeps saying, unknown man. What does this mean? Now I'm running through this area thinking, okay, who's this unknown man? I can't see anyone. But then someone says enemies engaged at rifleman. Right, so enemy man, not far from the south. Well, I'm going to the south. See? Just for south of your position. And I think that's an enemy. So I just start spraying the area. I hope for that was an enemy. But no one says enemy down. So it might not have been. All I've got to do is keep running across this field and get to the rescue point, which could be a shack, could be a hotel, could be a plane, could be a train, could be a jeep. Don't know what it is. Could be a caravan, quad bike. Alright, it appears to be a little hover of sorts. Sprinting down there, hoping there's no enemies nearby. Let's get some nice corrugated steel next to it. And there you go. I've escorted Dr. Sava. And they keep talking about unknown men. So they're all having a great time while I'm just running around with the doctor, basically. Now what happens here is, I go back to my main objective. And the main objective, if you remember, is to use those bloody satchel charges that I've definitely got and blow up some comms device. However, my friends still think there's an enemy nearby. I decide to ignore that. They can just deal with him. And again, you can't do a quick save. But you can go underneath that little vehicle. And now is an option to actually plan my satchel charge. I'd love to, but that's not how you do it. What you actually do is you go outside of the vehicle and then do it. So he crouches down, you rotate on the spot, and then you can leave and detonate the device. Ta-da! So that's all good and a big relief. We then skip ahead to the final part of the mission. Now, this vehicle here,
Miles,
right,
I got the target
watch.
Tell Battle Mage.
Engage that man. Battle Mage, this is Razor. Target
Yep.
mark. Copy. Missile on the
It's
way.
going through the level. Now, it's not an 100% fatal bug, but it's a bit weird. And eventually, we blow up that tank, and job's the good one.
Stand by.
Yep,
Out.
love a bit of sticky keys. It just
That's it.
really makes
Guess
my
we'll move
day.
out to the coastline in a while.
So let's go on to the review now. Will I ever play this game again? It's going to be various categories that I'm going to cover, and ultimately, we're going to get decisions. So there's graphics, fun factor, good difficulty, controls, audio, bugs, immersion, story, and replayability to consider. And the final verdict is going to follow as well, obviously. So on to the first subject. How about the graphics? I want to give them a 6, and the reason why is that it's nothing particularly special. It's a 2010 game. It's not going to be the next, Crisis. Remember when Crisis was the best graphics ever? Nothing like that. Fun factor, give it a 6. Initially it was a 2. That's because I basically couldn't do the satchel charge bit and rage it for 2 weeks. It's alright. I'm not going to bring my family over and say, right, time for some fun. Like what? Arma 2. That is not a conversation I'm ever going to have in my life. I'm not going to bring everyone over and just play Arma 2. It's good. It's just not the most fun thing of all time. I'd rather play other games. Good difficulty, I give it a 5. It wasn't particularly challenging. It wasn't overly difficult. Wasn't too easy. As you can see, it's a pretty average game. At least in 2022. Maybe back in the day it was great, but for now, very average. Controls, wow, 6. They work. You can go prone, you can crouch, you can vault. It's fine. I don't like your sticky key left shift choice, but apart from that, it's fine. Audio, really nice actually. Give it an 8. I shit my pants when I got shot. I think it's got good music when you have it turned on. It's fine, yeah, no problem. Stick to making audio-based content, I reckon. Whoever makes this game. Bohemia Software. Audio's good, really good. I like it. Bugs, functional. Gonna give it an 8, which is a good score. It wasn't like ridden with bugs. If there were any bugs, they didn't really change the game. Graphics, on the other hand, 2. There were just loads of graphical anomalies. Lighting problems, shadow problems, probably the same thing. It's just not the best. Just fix it, please. Audio-wise, it was fine, yeah. No real audio bugs. I liked it. Nothing was dodgy. Nothing was broken. It was fine. Yeah, good job on audio. Just make more audio-based content and you'll win us all over. Great. More audio, please. Thanks for the audio. Immersion. I'm going to give this a pretty good score. I'm going to give it a 9. I think it's good. It's realistic. You end up being lost. You can't find your friends or enemies. I like it a lot. It's good stuff. Story, I'm going to give it a 4. Quite forgettable. I watched the briefing. Didn't really care about it. I'm not really going to play it for the story. It's not meant to be a role-playing game. Nothing special. Replayability, average. Give it a 5. I didn't really go home and think, yeah, I can't wait to play again. It's a 5 in this day and age. It's just not that fun. Final verdict, will I play this game again? Yeah, I think I would actually. Because of the potential. 3 million people have bought this game. There's countless mods out there, expansions, all sorts. I look forward to playing it again and getting into a tank or a plane, a helicopter. I'd probably complete it and never play it again. I think in 2022, it's not as fun as it used to be. Overall, it's a decent game. But by today's standards, it is very, very average. I would definitely play it again. And if you get stuck at a satchel charge like I did, make sure you pick it up next time and give it a try. That's it. Cheers everyone. Bye.